Change your thoughts to change your life. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, a thought energy is very powerful, and if you've been watching the videos, you know that our thought energy really is the frequency. It's the source of energy that determines what manifests in our life. So you could say our thought energy is like the projector, and the movie screen is our life. So it's very powerful, and you know, we grow up thinking that we're using our physical body and our mind to make things happen. But really, the way our day unfolds, the way our life unfolds, everything that comes to us, it's because of the energy. So we're really interacting in the world in accordance to the way our energy is presenting the world to us. So see if you can digest that one, because that's big. Our energy is the projector. So that's why we can change our thoughts and change our life, because it's like changing that movie reel in the projector. And we know that everything flows to our satisfaction at high vibration frequency energy, and that's simply positive emotion. So we know that the more positive emotion that is packed into our day, the smoother and more satisfying our day and our life is going to run in all areas. And so we want to really be mindful of that energy from the time we get up in the morning to the time we go to sleep in the evening. And we really want to be supplying a steady stream of high vibration, and there's no reason that we can't do that. It may seem like a long journey to be able to achieve such a thing, but because we've made thinking negative feeling thoughts so normal that it may feel like a big stretch, but it wouldn't take that long to retrain your mind to start to think in different ways. And I'm going to talk about a bit of that here in this video. So we want to be high vibration because that is going to let all these facets of our life flow in the ways that we want them to flow. And really, the part of the key here is knowing that every experience in our life as it is today, look at all these areas of your life. They're all beautiful experiences just the way they are. And the reason that is true is because you're either completely enjoying them or they're causing you to ask for something different, a different version of them. And so they're again, a point of enjoyment, and or they are unwanted to some degree. You want them to be different, and that's the natural asking of life. And so you can always appreciate everything going on in your day from that perspective, and we want to think of every experience as a beautiful experience that's either something we enjoy or causing our life to expand, joyous expansion. But we don't often do that because we're really not understanding. We don't grow up with that understanding of how to look at life. And so what do? We do a lot of stuff like this over here. So you may identify with some of this stuff, and it's all low vibration. So I just put some expressions on some of these things just to give you an idea of the things that you can probably identify with people around you that do say these things. Maybe you are, and somebody might say, well, how many times do I have to repeat myself, right? Frustration. I can't deal with this. Hopeless. That's terrible. Shock. It's all your fault. Blame. I give up. Rage. This is never going to work out. Powerless. I'm going to get even with you. Revenge. This is going to be bad. Fear. Why are people never on time? Frustration in there as well. I should have done better. Unworthiness. So a lot of this goes on in our daily life, and it's not the high vibration that matches the things that we want. It is a vibration that causes the law of attraction to keep things manifesting in ways that we don't want them to manifest. So we got to get a change going on here so that we're not doing this. We want to stop doing this. And we want to stop talking negatively about things, about money, about job, about relationships, about others, about the news, about the government, about the economy. Talking negative means you're thinking negative, means your vibration is low, and you're just blocking the things that you want from flowing into your experience. I mean, you've got a vibrational reality stock full of everything you want. And if you let the day get your attention in these ways, you just can't have it. And that's all there's to it. So again, that term manifestation techniques, we're looking for a day, the whole day, round the clock of our waking hours that we're choosing those good feeling thoughts, because the path to the things that we want happens through our daily life. It's high vibration stuff. It's an emotional journey to receiving the things that we want. It's not an action journey to make it happen. There will be action in a high vibration sense. When we are high vibration, we have inspired action. But that's very different than going through and making things happen and thinking you've got to figure it all out. We receive a lot of those details in our daily life. And so that's why we want to, as we go into the various aspects of our daily life, we've got to have a way to look at them and think about them that keeps us feeling good, because that's what keeps us in the stream of high vibration energy, receiving the details that move us along to what we want. So, what are some things that we can do to get our mind going in a different direction and out of this stuff? So we say things like, this situation sucks. Okay, so we could replace that with, my life just got better, right? We might say, I'm stuck here. We could replace that with, I keep offering the same vibration. Okay, so that's awareness. So to tell us, well, we're not stuck. We just keep thinking the same old negative thoughts, and that keeps manifesting in the same old way. So how about I just start offering some new perspectives on this that feel good and get something different manifesting? Another thing, I can't afford it. I'm blocking the flow. See, unlimited abundance is available to us all the time. This whole notion of you can't afford something is ridiculous because of the amount of abundance that naturally flows to you all the time. The creative process shows us why that's true. And so when we say a statement like, I can't afford it, well, what does that feel like? That feels like lack, disappointment, and all kinds of negative energy. Well, you can't get the flow of abundance. That's high vibration flow. So if you say something like, well, I'm blocking the flow, then you look for other statements. What can I say that would make me feel more at ease with receiving the things that I want? So there's lots of statements that we can use to soothe that situation, and even identifying with what the truth of abundance is. Life automatically causes me to ask. My inner being sets it up. And so it's automatically mine as I feel good, and I have unlimited feel good. So that's like unlimited currency, life currency, which means I can receive anything. Another thing we say, I'm afraid of the diagnosis. So in health, a lot of times people are very upset and bothered by their situation with their health and feeling, a fear of things, worried and whatnot. When you could simply say, I got an energy misalignment. Doesn't that feel a lot better? Like, I've got an energy misalignment. I've got negative energy going on. I'm dissatisfied somewhere in my life. So I'm blocking my cells from doing what they knew how to do to keep my body in balance. So if I just stop doing that and get my energy back in alignment, then my cells can go to work and do what they know how to do, and then I get back to wellness. See, now all of a sudden, you've flipped from being afraid and worried, not knowing what's going on or not thinking you have any control of anything, to, oh, yes, that's just a temporary condition because I've been feeling quite unsatisfied, with this area of my life to the point where now I've affected the energy so much that my body is not functioning in the way it knows how. So why don't I just find a new way to think about that thing in my life so that I'm more at ease and making peace with it, and then the cells of my body, the intelligence of the cells, will clean that all up. So you see, we can talk ourselves. The creative process gives us a way to talk ourselves back into a easy feeling place, a peaceful place, a satisfying place. That's the value of understanding the creative process. It gives us all the new perspectives that tell us that we have a vibrational reality that's full of everything that we want. That tells us the contrast of life when things aren't the way we want them to be. They're not bad or wrong or off or any of that. They're just causing us to ask. You see, that's not information we grew up with, so we really didn't know where to go with it. But now we know where to go with it. So one last slide here. You can't make a physical shift in your life in the next 5 minutes. It's not going to start manifesting different in the next 5 minutes. But you can make an emotional shift in the next 5 minutes, and you can get on an emotional journey. Change your emotional journey, and that's the thing that's going to lead you to a higher vibrational level that's going to let your physical world start to shift. See, you got to separate your emotional state from your physical state, and you do that with a new perspective, a broader perspective that the creative process gives us about any topic of life, any topic. And you can get yourself in a different emotional state that feels good, even when the physical state is not the way you want it to be. So that's the real key to all of this. And then you can you could look at health and feel fear, or you could feel expectation of wellness, which I just demonstrated on the other slide. You could look at a relationship and feel lonely or frustrated, or the expectation of a loving relationship. You see, you don't have to let the physical circumstances dictate the way that you think and feel. You could look at money and feel lack, it's hard, big, or you could feel it's easy, abundant, and it being expecting. So there's thoughts that we can think that would emotionally take us to the ease of the flow of abundance. And that's the thing that we're wanting to learn how to do. So that's the message in this video, is to change your life. You've got to change your thoughts so that your emotions change. You got to change your thoughts about things that aren't feeling good, so that you can start to feel good about them. And you want to do that all day long. That's your recipe for having the manifestations that you want. Remember, they're a byproduct of living your life like this. Okay, that is the message for today. Thanks for listening in. And if you have any questions, leave them on the post. And have yourself a great day.